So here, page number 54, the shopman said, if you could find 5 rupees and a quarter, if you would have paid me this much money, your ancient debt should be over. I will pay you everything on the first of the next month. He said, next month, first date, I will give you all the money. As always, and whom do you expect to rob by then? Shopkeeper said, oh good, so whom you are going to rob? You are going to rob? Muni felt caught and mumbled, my daughter has sent word that she will be sending me money. All nonsense. No daughter, nothing. He said, my daughter told me she will send money. Have you a daughter? Sneered the shopman. The shopman laughed. He said, when you have a daughter and she is far away, where? And she is sending you money for what purpose? May I know? He said, she is sending you money. What is the use? May I know that? Birthday, 50th birthday, said Muni quietly. Muni said, it's my 50th birthday. I am going to be 50 years old. So on that birthday, she is going to send money for me. Birthday? How old are you? Muni repeated weakly, not being sure of it himself, 50. He always calculated his age from the time of the great famine when he stood as high as the parapet around the village well. If you remember the village people, if you ask them their age, what will they say? When that tree was planted, no, that day I was born. When that famine took place, when that flood came, that time I was born. They don't know their age. They don't have date of like certificate and all. So he also said that when that great famine took place, no, that time I was born. So according to that, now I am 50 years of age. But who could calculate such thing accurately nowadays with so many famine occurring? The shopman felt encouraged when other customers stood around to watch and comment. Many customers came to the shopkeeper listening to Muni's conversation. They were very happy. So shopkeeper's earning was also more. So he was quite happy. More likely he was 70, he said to Muni. He said to Muni, you don't look like 50. You look like 70. You also forget that you mentioned a birthday 5 weeks ago when you wanted castor oil for your holy bath. He said you forgot. Last time you told it is your birthday when you wanted the oil. And now you are saying again your birthday is coming. Means how many times your birthday comes in a year? At this, Muni unobtrusively rose and moved off. So Muni felt little embarrassed, and without noticing of anyone, he moved off. He later told his wife that scoundrel would not give me anything, so go out and sell the drumstick for what they are worth. He came home and told his wife, see, he is a very wicked man. He is not going to give me anything, so do one thing, these drumsticks, collect it, sell it, and whatever money we are getting, you cook from that. He flung himself down into a corner to recoup from the fatigue of his visit to the shop. Now what happened, what he did? He just sat in one corner and he was feeling so tired of his visit to the shop. Like he went to the shop, he asked so many things, so many wrong and so many nonsense he spoke to him, so many kind of stories he made up. So now he was an old man, he got tired. Told his wife, collect the drumstick and sell. And he sat at the corner of the house, feeling so tired, he was taking rest. This much clear? So you understood the story? This much you understood? How Muni and his wife, how they used to run their lifestyle, how they used to live in their in this poverty situation. Means they were not having enough things to eat, to survive, but still how they were struggling. And Muni at the same time was an old man, he couldn't do much work. And he managed from somewhere or somehow to get the daily needs of their life. Clear? Thank you.